everybody, it is Desmond, and it is the end of 2024. Where did the year go? Like, one moment it was here, the next it's just gone, out the window. Bye-bye. Yeah, like, where did 2024 go? It has been a crazy year, like, so many things have happened, but today we are focusing on one thing and one thing only, and that is all the covers I've done. And I've done quite a lot. I've done 18 covers this year, which is a lot more than my typical amount of covers that I've done so far for anything. And that's mainly because of this beauty right here. So I'm glad we've got that mic now because it's super duper helpful. But yeah, today we are focusing on my covers for the end of the year, considering I did a considerable amount than most other years so far. So what better way to go back through all the covers I've done than through a tier list? So as you can see, we've literally got all of the covers from 2024 on here, all the way from Forget to Christmas Dreams. And we also have the tier system as well. It starts off with amazing. Couldn't have done it better. It's really good, but something's off. It's nice, but could have done better. It's fine. Bad, but not unlistenable. No, can do way better than this garbage. So that is our list, and we have all of our covers down the bottom, and we are just gonna go right into ranking them in the tier list. So let's go. This is my first time using this, so let's have a go. Right, okay, so first up, we're going to start at the beginning of the year. We're going to start with Forget, and we're going to go all the way down to Christmas Dreams. That's why they're ordered in that way, so it's chronologically. So with Forget, this was like a really fun cover to do, because I really connect to CG5's song, Forget. I really wanted to do it with one of my friends from college, but considering everyone was moving off to uni at the time, it was kind of it was a bit of an awkward time to do it. So then I got Boba, and that was kind of the beginning of my collaborations with Boba. So yeah, and I mean, it's okay. I do like the cover, but I was using an old editing software when I made that, and it made things a bit tricky. It really did, and I was also using SoundCloud and a very poor quality mic. But we managed to get through it, and at the time I did think all my editing was really, really good, especially on like B's like I can say B, like Boba's said their name on their channel before. I had a heart attack there. I was like, oh shoot, I said their name. But no, like when I was editing Boba's like high note, and like in the original it's like got Oreos and it's glitching with the I could have done that way better, because it just it doesn't sit right with me. Like the rest of the cover is like fine, it's like okay-ish, but like that just kind of just So yeah, it's nice, but like I could have definitely done it way better than like I actually did. Like the editing is well, it's perfectly fine for the video, but the audio editing is just a bit in some cases. So yeah, it's nice, but like I definitely could have done it better. Okay, next is There Are Worse Things I Could Do, the Angel Dust cover. Now with this one, I was very proud of myself, because obviously I just gotten into Has Been Hotel. Thank Boba for that. And I'd done the dance for Poison, which then got crazy amounts of views. And what I decided is I'm going to do a cover of a song, but I'm going to base it off of Angel Dust. And so I did There Are Worse Things I Could Do from Grease, because I realized like the lyrics really like worked well with Angel's character. And so I was really proud of it in that aspect. The only thing I would say about it is like there is this kind of like crackling, like a small little bit of crackling in like the audio recording, like when listening to it, because with my headphones, yeah, the mic is gone now. It is over here. It broke. But with the old mic that I was using on my headphones, obviously it's just a headset mic. You're meant to be using it for gaming, not like singing. And so like there's like some crackling bits in like the cover audio. So yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be the same like for a majority of the rest of these until we get to like who's laughing now. Well, recording gold, but you know. But yeah, I mean it is really good, but like something's off. So we're gonna put it in that category because it is good. I'm like really proud of it. It's like really, really beautiful. I'm so glad it came out the way it did, but like yeah, there's just like that crackle that just like, you know, puts me off of it. It's just a bit it's just not all there. It could be better. Right, then we've got more than anything. And you won't believe how hard it was to record that with this microphone. I'm telling you, it was hell. Because Jeremy Jordan's vocals, he is just like, wow, his singing voice is insane. And to record it on that like horrible mic was really, really hard. And I like, because it was like on my head, I would just be like doing this with it, like on the high notes, so that like there wasn't too much of like that noise thing that happens when you go too loud. It was really, really hard, but like it did come out really, really good, especially the video as well. But like, yeah, it was really, really hard to do. And like the harmonies at the end just like didn't really like sit right either. Like when I first made it, I showed it to my mum and I was like, oh, Boba and I have done this cover. I want you to listen to it. Like and then she like mentioned like the final harmonies, and I definitely agree with her. There was just like something off about it. And that's mainly because like Boba and I live like a fair few miles away from each other. So it's like I gotta get a train to see them whenever if I want to do anything with them, like in person. So like we were like recording separately, and that's kind of what made it not work for us. I know that's what was done with Has Been Hotel. They recorded like everyone's lines and singing stuff like separately when recording the show, but like that's because they actually like that worked because they had a voice director. Okay, like they could like make the lines seem seamless and like work in a way that like Boba and I just couldn't. So like for more than anything, it's fine. Bad, but not unlistenable. It's just no. So far we've got 3 on the list, and it's kind of a well balanced out list so far. So let's just keep going with the next Has Been Hotel one, Hell Is Forever. Now, this was actually around the time that Tomato Sauce was doing like public auditions for his Has Been Hotel Abridged series. So I auditioned for Valentino, but I like begged my stepdad, like, can I use your recording equipment? And I got to use it, and I recorded it for the audition, but because it was still up here in my space, I decided to quickly record Hell Is Forever for Boba, which is on their channel. Obviously, the Hell Is Forever is not on my channel. I'm doing the covers that I've been in, like, just all over, like, across all channels, which includes mine and Boba's. So, like, Hell Is Forever was really good. I will say, though, I am critiquing Boba a bit here. Like, the audio quality is not good, but that's because back then we did not have a good way, Boba at least did not have a good way to like record the audio of stuff, but we've found a better way now. Like covers sound way better. But yeah, that's like the one part that just so like I also thought my like performance wasn't as good as like it could have been, but that's because I was rushing, because I was like I need to get this done before the mic leaves my room. I mean, it's fine, but like I can't listen to it. Like I would say like I would say like, and I think Boba would agree with me, we could do way better than this garbage. Like that part of the list says, we can do way better than that garbage. That was just no. No. Okay, next is This World Will Remember Us from the Bonnie and Clyde musical.
Wow! If I had a nickel for every time I was doomed by a puppet, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
Boba really wanted to do this one with me because they were on a Bonnie and Clyde kick. So we did it. I went over to their place and we recorded our parts, and it is really good. Our harmonies are really, really great, but like when listening to that one and then listening to the official cast recording, there are some things that like I did differently to Jeremy Jordan, and I know that's fine in the world of musical theatre. Like you can like option up, you can do all of these things, but like it's just like certain parts. Like in the original recording, Jeremy goes, "We are the pair," but I went, "We are the pair," and I don't know why I did it. I just did. I optioned up, but I didn't like it. It was so like it's good, but to me something is off. Like I wish I could record it again, and I don't think Boba would object to that, to be honest. So, if I could record it again, I would. Speaking of recording though, we are now on to recording gold. Honestly, this was my first Bendy cover of the year, and I don't know how I went like the whole year without doing a cover of a Bendy song. But we did recording gold, and honestly, I really, really, really like this one because, like, the characters of Desmond the Moon Bear and Cookie Axolotl. Yes, Desmond the Moon Bear is in Astro movie, yeah. I know. But yeah, we had Desmond and Cookie as, like, little, like, rubber hose characters, and they would, like, slide on and off the screen, and they had, like, ink variants as well. Like, that took a lot of editing, but it was so worth it. The only thing I will say about the song is when we do the chorus, that's not actually Boba and I singing together at the same time when we recorded it. We recorded it over at their place while we were recording This World Will Remember Us, but we recorded our vocals for the chorus separately, which, like, made for some, like, timing indifferences. Like, Boba was, like, singing recording gold now, like, a millisecond before I was. And like, yeah, like when you're singing separately, you can't really like sync it up perfectly so that like these time indifferences work. So once again, like it's really good. I would put it in amazing. Couldn't have done it any better if it wasn't for those like little like timing indifferences. So it's going down in it. It's really good, but something's off. Like it just didn't work. Okay, now moving on. We've got two covers here that have been recorded by my phone. This is what you guys are on right now, my phone, but that's because it has really gorgeous recording quality. But I recorded two covers via my phone while I didn't really have a mic to go off of because this thing was slowly on its way out. It decided the mic was not going to work anymore, and like I was just at a loss of what to do. So I started recording things on TikTok as like short covers to do. And then everyone was liking it. And I was like, I'll try these as like full long form covers and put them on YouTube. Yeah, they're okay. But like you can tell they're recorded by my phone. Which isn't really good when you want like clean vocals and stuff. But like if we're like completely ignoring that it was recorded on a phone, like I would say that Jack's toy here, like if this was not recorded on a phone and it was just like regular recording quality, this is amazing. Couldn't have done it any better. And we are going a bit more lenient on the phone ones because it was a very dark age this year. That was one of my dark ages. It was not all that good. But yeah, I'm gonna put Jack's toy in amazing. Couldn't have done it any better because like ignoring the audio quality of it being on the phone, it would have been so great. Like and like even though it's like in a vertical like format for the video, that is kind of what I wanted because I was going with the like TikTok brain rot stuff, and yes, I was going to post it on TikTok first and everything. I was trying to go for that like TikTok kind of look to it because at the beginning it like scrolls down from this like brain rot thing and then it's Jack's. So like I would say like yeah, that is really good and couldn't have done it any better. Like I want to re-record that with my better quality mic and see how well it actually is like that. Anyway, moving on, we have Just Look My Way. I have sung this song a fair few times now. It was something I was doing in uni as part of my singing exam. I would be in a room in the music area of my uni with my singing teacher, and they helped me like get like the right vocals, like how to like hit the note, even though I could already hit the notes. But you know, they like just went through all the like technicalities and stuff of like singing it just right. And so I've sung it a lot, and I also sang it for the singing exam as well. And I don't know how I did, but I think I did really well. And so what I did is I did it as a cover on my phone. Once again, ignoring the phone recording quality and everything. This one is really, really, really good. I am really super duper proud of this one. I do want to re-record it. I want to do it with a cleaner mic because it will just, it'll just sound so good. Okay, and so next we are moving on to the little Halloween special that I did this October, which was called Desmond's Halloween Covertacular, and it consisted of 7 songs, 2 of which were a surprise at the end. And so we have Who's Laughing Now, Shiny, Rambly Review, Insane, Amen, FNAF Ground Zero, and Web of Lies. Both of those last 2 being by Random Encounters. I'm just saying that because I have read their terms for like copyright and stuff, and I do not want to get struck down. Those ones are by Random Encounters. So, Who's Laughing Now? Honestly, I really wanted to do this song right after recording Gold, but like I saved it for the Covertacular. So this one was really fun to do, and it was also kind of really funny because like there's that like little bit at the beginning that is by CK9C's sibling, Elizabeth Ann. Like she's at the very beginning of the song. And so I asked Boba, can you like record this for me, please? And they were like, I'm about to go off somewhere, but yeah, I can just record it quickly considering it's like one short line. Which, helpful. And then I recorded all my bits, but when I put this through SoundCloud, that is what I edited Who's Laughing Now on. When I was recording it on SoundCloud, it came through with this like weird crackle when I was like audio editing. Like it sounded fine, like completely raw audio, but when you like added like the little effects to it to make it sound like that like old like 1950s, 60s rubber hose sound, it had this weird crackling to it, and I know that works. And at first I was a little upset with it, but then I keep listening to it and I'm like, this actually adds something to the song. It actually sounds like it's coming from like one of those like old recordings that you'd find within the studios of Joey Drew within Joey Drew Studios. Words, I cannot speak today. So I'm gonna put Who's Laughing Now once again up at amazing. Couldn't have done it any better. Even though that crackle was a bit annoying, it really added to it. So probably not going to re-record that one. And then for these next few colours in the Covertacular, I just edited them in CapCut, which is what I use to edit most of my covers now. So Shiny. History with Shiny. I was a part of this theatre company a while back. I left it like I believe 2 years ago now. And we put on a production of Moana Junior. Now, it was the junior show because I don't think there was official licensing out for an actual Moana musical. And also, it's because this performance group that I went to was for kids, like, from, like, pretty much, like, 1 to, like, 18. As soon as you were 18, you were out, kind of thing. So it was Moana Junior, and this was, like, my first show with them. And I auditioned for Tamatoa, and I got the part, and I got to sing Shiny. Obviously, the junior version was a bit different to the official version in the film, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I have sung Shiny before. I actually sang it twice because a year later, they were like, we're doing Moana again, but in an actual theatre this time. Because the first time we did it, it was in a church hall. So we did it in an actual theatre, and I got to sing Shiny again. So it was really, really fun to like delve back into like my little like past with that theatre company for that cover, and cool to get back into like the feel of Tamatoa again as well. That was really, really fun. And it was a really, really good cover, but like the video recording, it was a bit awkward because it was like pretty much just on my desk, just leaning, like my phone was on my desk leaning against something, and basically you could just see right up my nose. It just really unsettles me. So like, because we are going by audio and video quality here for the covers. Like if we're gonna go by that, I would say it's really good, but once again, something's off, and that's the video. The audio is fine. The video is just no, thank you. Let's not do that. Okay, and so next is Rambly Review. And Rambly's actually like right up there. Let me get him down for this one. We've got Rambly here, and we are going to Rambly review. Oh my god. So when Indigo Park first came out, I have watched people play through it. I have not played it myself because for some reason it doesn't want to run on my horrible computer, even though Bendy and the Dark Revival somehow really easily can. And that's multiple chapters, meanwhile Indigo Park is just one small one. But yeah, I watched people play Indigo Park, and it got to like the very end of the chapter with Rambly singing Rambly Review, and it reminded me so much of Portal 2 with GLaDOS' songs, which we will get to a little bit later. And I just really liked the song. I thought it was really, really cute, especially that "see you next time, buddy, please." Like, I just find Rambly like so adorable. Like, that's why I have the plush of him and a pin of him and a shirt of him and Loy. But yeah, I recorded Rambly Review, and I do not regret doing this cover. It was so much fun to do. There was a little mistake while I was recording it though, and that was and here comes Rambly Review Part 2 to sell you on our task. But instead of saying our task, I said your task. But it's not the player's task. Like, the Rambly Review is trying to sell the player on the task of Indigo Park. Our task. Like, the company. So I messed that line up and I had to re-record it. But that was fine. It came through fine still. And honestly, I would say Rambly Review, really, really great. Amazing. I could not have done it any better. So, okay, next is Insane. This was originally not in the Covertacular. It was actually a different song, which is What's This from The Nightmare Before Christmas. Until I realised, yes, Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween and Christmas film. But What's This is mainly majority a Christmas song. So it didn't really work. And I kind of just like swept that one to the side. I was like, no, let's just not do that one. And I replaced it with Insane. Much to Boba's joy. They really wanted me to do a cover of Insane. And I did it, I recorded it, and I actually recorded it in the bathroom, because we have like this nice like clear wall. I just set up my tripod, put my phone up, and I just recorded it in the bathroom with the clear wall behind me. It's like my own green screen / blue screen / white, well, it is a white screen / white screen. And that's where I recorded Insane, and I also did like the I think that I did the audio editing really well on this one. So like this is where like the Covertacular stuff started to like really peak. Like Rambly Review, Insane, Amen, like that is where we just started like going up. It was like really, really good. So once again, Insane is amazing. I could not have done that any better than I actually did. Like I sometimes listen to it and I'm like, actually this sounds fairly close to the original in like terms of audio editing. So I really, really liked doing that one. Okay, next up we have Amen, which was actually posted on the day I went to see CG5 live on tour, on his Under the Spotlight tour, and that's why that one was scheduled for that day. I really liked doing that one because like I got to record like a music video for it, like within my confines. And it was a lot of fun to do, to like get into Sammy cosplay. That was my first cosplay I've ever done, so it really did feel like I've come full circle, because this channel started with Sammy, with the Sammy Lawrence unboxing video, and it's kind of then like I've come full circle this year with Amen, like being in the Sammy cosplay, like at the beginning, like taking the Sammy figure, which was the first video I ever did on the channel, and like yeah. It was just a really nice, like, full circle moment for me, and I really liked, you know, recording it, like, doing, like, the music video for it, and just, like, editing it, and it was just also really, really good, and, like, it was, like, so amazing, and I really, really couldn't have done it any better. So, it was just really, really good, and I'm so proud of it. Okay, so we are up to the final 5 songs of this year, well, final 5 covers of this year. And currently looking at the tier list standings, we've got a fair few on Amazing, a bit less on It's Really Good, and then like 1 each for It's Nice but could have done better, it's fine, bad, but not unlistenable, and no can do way better than this garbage. So let's keep going. So next up, we've got the dynamic duo of covers, Ground Zero and Web of Lies, which are by random encounters and take place in like one full complete story. Like Random Encounters actually released their supercut of First Nights at Freddy's, and like you can see like the timeline of like Ground Zero and Web of Lies and like how it happened and how one thing went to another. So starting off with Ground Zero, like I really liked doing this cover. It was a lot of fun to do. It was a lot of fun to sing. If you haven't realized already, I'm a CG5 guy. I like singing all the songs CG5 is in. So Ground Zero was no exception to that. I did find it really fun to do. It was really great. The one thing I would say though is like the video editing. I was a little pressed for time because if you don't know one thing about me, I am a procrastinator. So I kind of left this till last minute, and the video editing had to be very, very like poor, very, very rushed. It was literally just rolling text, like going on that FNAF 6 computer that we all know, and it kind of just didn't sit right with me. So I would actually say, considering with this one, yes, the audio is good, but the video was just like, yeah, that's not just like a thing of like something's off, something's like really, really off. Like there's like that glaring issue that the video editing was just not that great. Blech. So it's nice, but I could have done better. And actually, going with that kind of logic, we are going to move Shiny as well down to it's nice, but could have done better as well. Now next, we have Web of Lies. Oh, so yes, then there is Web of Lies. Now this one I say is the best cover that I have ever done. Best cover that Byeeeeee and I have ever done together as well. We love this one so much. The only part Boba doesn't like is the acting part in that little section that I decided to add. Because obviously they act within the actual FNAF musical of Web of Lies, like during that musical interlude. And I didn't want it to just be like completely like just music for that entire time. Because everyone's heard it before. Like I need to like add in like a little bit of something. And so we decided to do I asked Boba to do the acting part. And we did it. And Boba just doesn't think their acting just like kind of sits right. I think it's fine. So in my eyes, like FNAF Web of Lies, I'm going to actually put it in front of Jack's Toy on this tier list. It is amazing. We couldn't have done it any better. It was like that good. To be honest, Boba thinks we could have done it better, but I think it is fine as it is. So yeah, Boba, it's going up there. Yeah, you might think your acting's off, so you'd put it down in the like tier below, but that's not what I think. So we are leaving it where it is. And next is Temporary Love. Now, this one actually has a story behind it. I've really wanted to do a Just Dance fan made of Temporary Love for a very, 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 very long time. And I just haven't been able to do it because I wanted to do it in like a very, very pure Just Dance way. I wanted to like paint myself in white, be in a white bodysuit, look like a coach, do it in front of a green screen, have a cool background. But like that costs money. And if I did that and paid out money to do all of this like stuff, I would not get any money back from the video because it's a copyrighted song. And so like, you know, it's just like, I mean, I could always crowdfund for it, but I don't want to do that and steal all of your money because that would just be mean. So yeah, Temporary Love actually originally started as a background for a Just Dance fan made I wanted to do. And then I didn't want the background I made in that video editing while I was bored go to waste. And so what I did is I covered the song and I then put the lyrics basically over the top. And it came out really, really good. I think it looks amazing. And the cover is also really, really good as well. And like I do like the final chorus as well. Because like I was just in here singing into the mic and I was doing those like loud notes you hear in the background where it's like ha, and it was just so much fun to record. So once again, amazing. I could not have done it any better. There are so many at the top here, but you know, that's kind of just what happens when like the mic gets better. If you can see, like majority of the covers at the top here are actually like really, really good because they have a good quality microphone. except for Jack's Twin just look my way. Just ignore those. Those ones are on the phone, but we ignore those. But yeah, a lot of these like covers are on the top because like the mic quality has like really improved since the beginning of this year, which is really, really great. And so next up we have Once You've Gone from Portal 2, which I posted on December 2nd because I thought I was being funny because it's from Portal 2 and it was released on the 2nd day of December, so it was on the 2, so yeah. But yeah, we've got Once You've Gone, and this was a fun cover to do because I really like singing as GLaDOS. I like having that sassy, savage side that she has in the game. And what I actually did with the video for that cover is I just used my I used my computer desktop and I made it look like that credits scene for Want You Gone in Portal 2, and I basically just like hovered my mouse around and like deleted like the images of like Carolyn and Boba because of Goodbye My Only Friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? Because I wanted to throw that little joke in there, and it's safe to say Boba got a little offended. But not too offended that we aren't friends anymore. We're still friends. But yeah, it was just a little fun joke, and there's a lot of funny Easter eggs in that, especially at the very beginning on that little post-it note on the desktop. So maybe if you haven't seen those, take a closer look at it because that was very, very funny. And once again, we're putting it in amazing. Couldn't have done it any better. It's just really, really good. I'm super proud of it. And finally, Christmas Dreams, which was the last cover of this year and will be the last cover of this year. I am not doing any more for this year, but I will be doing tons, hopefully tons, next year. So that'll be fun. So Christmas Dreams, the last cover. Now, this was a really fun cover to do. I've sung this song before. Once again, with the poor mic, I wanted to re-record it with the new mic, which I did, and it was really, really good. But the one part about it that didn't really work is that final high note, at the very end of the song that Charlie does, like, Christmas dreams, it just, like, when I sang that, like, the mic can't handle that amount of volume. Like, it is a very, very high, very, very belting note, and my mic just couldn't handle it. And so it kind of just like, but like the rest of it is fine. Like the video recording I did was really, really sweet, really, really wholesome. If you don't know, it has been dedicated to my boyfriend 3. Yeah, I made that like part for him, and I sang it about him this year. But like the one thing that's like the glaring issue is that like, I would say like it's once again, it's really good, but something's off. Like sometimes I can listen to it and it's fine. And sometimes I can like just really, really focus on it. So like, it's kind of a thing of like, yeah, something's off. It's not like a huge glaring issue, but like, it's like, it's just kind of there. Like, and you just kind of hear it sometimes and it's just, it just doesn't really work. And so that is the whole tier list for all of the covers I have done this year in 2024. It has been an incredible journey of covers this year. It's been a lot of fun to sing for you all in all of these covers, and I will definitely be singing more in 2025 as well. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, please be sure to like, because that way the algorithm knows you like my content and I will show up on the homepage more. And also, subscribe if you want to subscribe, because that way you'll be notified when I do content, actually, if you hit that little bell. So be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell to not miss a single future video that I do. You can personalize, you can have it like personalized so that YouTube will notify you of videos that are more like catered to your interests. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm rambling on now, so I'm going to go before I continue. So yeah, this is Des329 out. I will see you guys in the new year. If it's already the new year, happy new year, and I will see you later. Goodbye.